Franklin and Bash, Season 4, Episode 7, Honor Thy Mother. This was a really good episode. I thought it was really, really funny. And, of course, after the things that, I guess, transpired last week's episode, it was pretty interesting to see how things were going to kind of blow up in this episode. And it didn't go the route I thought. Peter was, I don't know, he was weird in this episode. He kind of just lost it, really. He was just really weird, and then of course he snapped at the end of the episode, but he had that revelation when he was talking to Dan, and they do the camera when it's spinning around him and stuff, and he's just thinking, and it's like he got it. And I thought he was gonna snap. When when Enfeld kind of clears out the room, which I love that scene. I thought that was funny. He was just like, well, it's about to get really bad, so I'm gonna clear this place out. I thought Jared was about to get really, really hurt, but Peter just, he was okay. I can't say he was okay. He was deflecting, I guess, but he was really weird, and then he just snapped at the end. But I definitely enjoyed that part of the episode. The main case that they had was really good, and of course, Pender is back. I can't skip over that. That's really the biggest thing that happened in this episode, even though in real life terms it would be the mother stuff. But as far as us getting to see Pender come back, that was really cool. It's not permanent, but we did get to see him come back. I'd love to see him at least in bits and pieces in the next couple episodes if they do it where he's like still in the same state as them, or a couple of cities away or something like that, where he gets to come in every once in a while. Because I know Kumail Nanjiani, who's the actual actor, he's in like another show right now. I think it's an online show, but I know he's a really busy guy, so that's kind of why he left the show between seasons. But it was really cool to see him come back. He and Dan really hit it off. I thought that was a great interaction between those characters. And it really gave us a way to see a lot more of Dan, and him just being really weird and silly was funny. I love the part when he snuck up on Peter, and he was like, geez, were your parents ninjas? And he was just like, they never said. And it's like some stuff he just doesn't get. And then at the end of the episode, he says whatever he says to those, I guess they were investigators. I don't know the actual name of the company, but it's like, what did he say to them? It was just really silly, and he had them laughing, and they just took off. But it was cool to get to see more of him. Overall, I thought this was a really good episode. Like I said, the main case was definitely interesting. It was the most of the diner we ever got to see, so that was something I thought was really cool about it too, because it's something that admittedly is a huge part of the show when you think about it. In most episodes, in pretty much every episode they've had since season 1, it pretty much always ends the same way, where they're saying some random stuff like, would you rather do this or do that, and they're just eating at the same spot in the diner where they can just look outside and stuff. And it was really cool. They saved the diner, and then at the end it's a huge place. So I thought that was really cool. It was a unique take on them just having a case. It wasn't just someone they knew. It was like something we as the viewers knew. It's like, this is the place they go to at the end of every single episode pretty much. So it became a huge part of the entire episode. It was the main thing that they had to save. So I thought that was really cool. It was nice sort of to have that mix with like Pender coming back. It was like, that's pretty cool. They kind of threw those two cool things into one nice episode. But I definitely enjoyed it. I thought it was really funny. It had a lot of silly moments. Of course, Pender, as soon as he came back, he just threw up. And I knew when they did that, I was like, that can't be a good idea to have that. And of course, he just vomited. I thought that was silly, but it made perfect sense for his character. They did the stuff where they actually talked to him on the phone. They had that at one point. And, he's actually getting married to this woman who does, oddly enough, look like Carmen Electra. And he wasn't getting scammed the whole time, so he's going to be married. And it would be cool if they did actually have his wedding in one of the future episodes this season. That would be cool, just to have him in there again. But we're going to have to wait and see. But this was definitely a great episode, not just because Spindar was in it, but overall I thought it was really good. It was funny. Technically, Carp is back. He came back in this episode. We didn't really see him do anything. He was just there for another really silly moment. And he had some funny, like his moments in the episode were really funny. Like him getting on Jared, he was like, yeah, every time you open your mouth, like he's just going to have that joke now. And what he said about his mom dying and stuff. And, he played it well. So I thought his little moments were definitely funny. But overall, great episode. I'm excited for next week. Of course, Comment below, let me know what you guys thought about it, your favorite parts, least favorite parts, and what did you guys think about seeing Pindar come back in this episode? Was it really cool for you, or does it kind of suck because you know he won't be in it? So, you know, if you had to weigh it, would you say it's better to see him again, or is it worse because it's just going to make you cling for what we used to have in previous seasons? Comment below, let me know, and thanks for watching.